Whoosh. The notes are loaded. The microphone is prepped. Yeah, that's a leak. That's a leak. The subject of today's video is why the world needs creative men. Why does the world need you to pull the stoppers off and actively be a creative man? That's what we're going to get into today, my good friend. What is a creative man? Well, in the framework of the Green Man system, we are talking about a man who understands, develops and actively engages with the powers of his own imagination. Oh, that beautiful, beautiful word, imagination. He actively engages and develops his imaginative powers to bring inspiration, nourishment, passion, virility, magnificence into this world. He understands the maxim, create or be created, is applicable in every realm of life. He is not created. He is not a victim to outside news, developments, circumstances, the wishes, dreams and aspirations of other people who want to manipulate him into doing what they want so it serves their own endeavours, right? No, he's more on the path of creating his own way. This is what we mean about a creative man. Too many men feel creatively stuck, like they have lost something essential, because creativity is essential. You are a guardian of the flame. Yeah? Prometheus stole the flame for you, for all humankind. But you as a man have been neglecting it, procrastinating, perfectionism in yourself into the whole of Netflix and tugging into oblivions, if you like, most men. You know what I mean? So creativity isn't just about making art, man. It's like how you engage with life, solve problems and shape your own path. That's the vibe we're on, all right? The notes are saying here, this thought, that the world pushes men towards base level practicality, productivity and conformity. If they do get off their bums and do stuff, that base level practicality, where's the inspiration? Where's the bloody dancing with the muse? Do you get what we're saying? Without creativity, something really vital is missing. Do you feel this? Do ya? Today, we're going to break down why creative men are essential, okay? We'll explore that. What is blocking that creativity? And most importantly, how you can get it flowing, right? Creative men, we're off, right? Section number 1. Thank you, Gizmo. Creative men are needed more than ever. Ever. A man who creates is a man who shapes reality. All right, reality. What is that? What is reality, man? Well, our definition of reality is things as they are. Here, things as they are. A creative man, right? A man who is using his imaginative powers, who's engaged in an imaginal state of living, can affect how things are. Very simply, if you don't like the state of the world, if you don't like your own life, if you feel like there is a blanket put upon you, well, what are you doing to change it? How are you creatively involved in that situation? What are you doing to affect how things are? It could be through music, storytelling, problem solving, right? Or simply how you live your life. Remember, create or be created. This is in every realm of life. This isn't just the traditional way we think about creativity. No, you are the creator. You, right there, sat there in your smelly socks and underwear. I see ya, right? The leak sees you. I changed my pants today. It's good, isn't it? I've got something to be proud of. Pat one's back. Father to oneself. So when men stop creating, right, when you stop creating, what happens, right? The clag comes over, doesn't it? The clag, the dumble down clag, right? That kind of dullness, stagnation, frustration, over the top, patient. I heard you got to be very careful on this YouTube algorithm stuff, right? Stagnation is what we're talking about. Disconnection from life. You may even, right, on a superficial level, be able to exhibit the signs of being all right. Oh God, I've got all this stuff. Yeah? You can show off things that, for all intents and purposes, make you seem all right. But there's a lack there because the creative heart is not involved. You have come here, to Earth. You were chosen. The spermatozoa wriggling was chosen. Science has proven this. Look it up if you don't believe me. The egg sends out certain kind of pheromonal things, I don't know, chemistry stuff, right? And selects the sperm. You were chosen. You come here to do some things. And if it's not coming from the heart, man, it's going to feel vacuous and empty. That is why the Green Man system uses a holistic framework of archetypes to allow you to have authorship over yourself at very deep level. You can have the brum brum. But what are you using it for? Where did it come from? What tree did it fruit off of is the point here. So creativity is the key, really, to meaning. If you are the meaning maker of your life, if you are the purpose creator of your life, it's going to feel very fulfilling. You're never going to cower down to the resistance you face when you set out to do something creative, because you are full of meaning and you are full of purpose. A man with meaning and a man with purpose never procrastinates. Right? So, without creative men, culture, we are in a culture together, in this kind of weird Petri dish thing. Culture gets weak. Right, look around, man. Look around. There's loads of angry men marching around. Push that button, blow that up. Right? Or just weak men. Right? There's a lot of weakness in many, many forms. Right? But what is the state of your life? What is your state of being? You being, becoming? Right? What are you becoming is the real question when creativity is applied to yourself. Do you have a vision? Right? If you do not have a vision, get clear on a vision. Your vision can morph, your vision can change, but if you are clear on a vision, well, then you have a sense of direction for your becoming. Right? What kills men's creativity? Fear of failure, man. Fear about how all of these people who you imagine think things about you, what they're going to think when you flop on your arse. Yeah, that's kind of London slang for behind. Right? Fear of that. Fear of failure. But failure, my friend, is feedback. You need to fail. Any creative endeavour of worth involves a hell of a lot of failure. Fail every day. Hunt failure out like it is gold, because that feedback is really what you need. And it only comes from putting yourself out there and flopping on your bum bum. The information that you will get from that experience smacks the things off, what any book can teach you, what any bloke here on YouTube, right, with a microphone can teach you, what anyone else can try to teach you. What beats all of that is you setting out to do a thing, trying your goddamn best to do it and failing. Getting the lessons from that is absolute gold. So hunt that failure. That failure is meaning really that you are actually doing some stuff. And when you fail, you need to really train the neural pathways in your bonds to feel good about it. Oh, good. Here's another thing that kills creativity, the good enough mindset. Not good enough. Not good enough is a ceiling, a glass ceiling on top of you where men settle for less than what they're really capable of because they're scared and they are caught in a cyclical thing, a cyclical process of self-perception where whatever they do, it's not good enough. And then when they do something, they kind of feel like this for a minute and then slump back down and then boing, 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 they go. So what to do about this not good enough thing? Well, not good enough comes from outside judgment. It means you are placing your value upon what you perceive others perceive of you primarily. Where self-worth is best placed is upon principles. If you are placing your self-worth upon principles, meaning loving, kind, curious, growing, maturing, determined, disciplined, courageous. If you choose to align your sense of self-identity with those, well, suddenly, in the outside realm of successes, failures and stuff, instead of building the evidence of not good enough, you just simply free yourself up to get better every day. Just get better, right? A little bit better every day. Not good enough mindset kills creativity. An over-identification with practicality, right? Always at that base level of just getting things done. Getting things done is beautiful. Getting things done is how we get things done in the world, right? That's how you get stuff done. But what is the meaning behind it? What is the purpose that you are bringing to the things that you are getting done? Remember, love is the center. Love is the core of it all, man. What does it mean to get that thing done? Use your bloody beautiful abilities of the poet archetype to inform the warrior. Does that make sense to you? Meaning, very simply, if the warrior is on a campaign to get that thing done, to go through the motherfucking resistance, let's use a very worldly example. The warrior, I've never done an MMA match, let's say, and the warrior has called me to enter into the MMA cage and have that effing scrap and come out the other side, yeah, and have it. I'm going to get that thing done. How to approach that creatively? Well, the poet would create meaning around that event. The poet would find beauty to assist the warrior in that endeavour. Do you catch the flow? So meaning and purpose is generated in the warrior activity, right? So the point is, if it's at that base level of just getting things done, you're going to lack the meaning, you're going to lack the purpose that are generated around the thing you are getting done, right? And it's going to feel very uninspired eventually, because the reward thing is great. The reward you get for doing stuff is great, but it's very, very short-lived. It's the heart that matters. Very hippie stuff we're going into today. It's the heart that matters, man. So society out there, there's a world out there telling you who the effing hell you are. And there's a world inside that's knocking and trying to get your attention and tell you who you really are. Show you, I should say, who you really are. And creativity, create or be created, is that calling. So if you're stuck on the outside, stuck on defining yourself by what others think, stuck on getting the outer signifiers of success, the heart will be lacking, right? And it's just going to feel vacuous and rubbish. Okay? So there we go. There's a little exploration. But how to reignite your creativity if you're feeling this lack, right? And be an asset to your people. Be an asset to the community and the world at large, because you are in that creative state. Remember, like, why are creative men needed? Well, think about the damage we do. Think about men who are not basing themselves in principles and who are not in a creative flow, but who are stuck in their own, be it bullyish or weak victimhood. Think about the damage that they do, man. Right, so how to reignite your creativity. First up, we will embrace the archetype of the Fool, Fool, right, within the Green Man system. An archetype, if you don't know, it's like a sign or symbol that shows up a lot in dreams, stories, films, etc. They offer you authorship, right? They offer you authorship. So the Fool archetype. Creativity thrives on play. Remember, if you're going to set out to do things in a meaningful and purposeful manner, you're going to have to fail a lot to succeed in their completion. And when you succeed in their completion, you're really going to get the juice out of it. You're really going to get the experiential learning, which is the really, really, really important stuff about it, which is the greatest teacher in this life. So the Fool, playfulness, risk-taking, and the willingness to muck it up. This life is an ever-deepening mystery. All of us are fools. There are two types of people in this world, really. Those that see that they are a fool, and those that don't. Those that don't, they are blind. They are blind fools. Okay? So, first of all, embrace your foolishness. Embrace the fact that you do not know. And begin enjoying the seeking out. Whistle while you work. Foolishness is really at the heart, when in a beneficial mode, curiosity. You can put curiosity into every little aspect of your life. And if you do that, your creativity will bloom. It will absolutely bloom beautiful bouquets of brilliance that will astound you. Yeah. Number 2, reclaim the imaginal realm. You have the ability to dream, to perceive those dreams, and then make something of those dreams. Yeah. That's going on in you. More often than not, people are stuck nowadays in a state of victimhood to their own imagination. They imagine just really how crap their life is and how rubbish they are. There's more than that. Yeah. The reclamation of your imaginal realm is using your imagination for you instead of against you. If you have that fear of failure thing, right, consciously decide to imagine what would happen if you go well in life, right? Right, if reading your poem at an open mic, if singing a song at an open mic, if actually suggesting your business idea at work, right, to your geezer who runs the show thing, yeah, imagining how well that could go. Just imagine, why not? Just imagine that things go well. That's a great place to start. That's really a great place to start. And imagine yourself in 5 years' time about how well your life is there. What are you doing throughout that day? Who are you with? How do you encounter the challenges that you face? Why not use your imagination like that? Reclaim your imaginative powers and use them to your own benefit. You have to wake up and stop using your imaginative powers against yourself. This is the name of the game, creative man. So, 2 more. Create or be created. This is kind of touching on the same point, the main point. This is the maxim of the Green Man system. If you are not actively shaping your own reality, remember reality being things as they are, well, the things as they are going to create you. Someone else has made the things as they are. Yeah, some of it's wicked, like, don't get me wrong. But there's loads of things as they are that really will shape you in a funny old way if you do not begin creating your day and creating yourself. You with me? So, lastly, last point. Start a creative mission. Yeah, get on a mission. Grab a spear in your life and go, right, I want to do this. It's a bit scary, but I can do it. F it, I'm going to do it. Throw that spear. That spear in the dirt is a date that it is done by. It is what it is. And you define that in a binary fashion, simply meaning that you can tick that you did it, or you can tick that you didn't do it by that date. Congratulations, you've given yourself a mission. You've given yourself a creative project in any realm of life. You've given yourself a creative project that really creates a path for you to go along that will challenge you, because really it's a path of self-discovery. It is a path of understanding and self-knowledge. In the temple of Apollo in ancient Greece, that god of music, amongst other things, the sun as well, I'm pretty sure, right? These words were inscribed in the temple. It was, know thyself. This is where the foolishness can come in, really, because we have to admit that we don't. Effing hell. I don't know who I am. Well, that creative project that you've set yourself will help you in that endeavour. The greatest teacher in this life is the experience that you give yourself through setting to do something that is meaningful and purposeful and seeing it through. It's a cyclical thing. Right, so there you go. There's some stuff. There's some nuggets. We're at 24 minutes. I think this is 4 minutes now, the longest one. It was different. We've got a leak. Please get at me. Know you're alive. Let me know you're alive, man. Right, get at me in the comments. If you're a bloke who's interested in joining a men's group, an online men's group to assist you in that creative endeavour, in creating instead of being a created poo-poo head, send us an email. Let me know why you're interested and I can ping you all of the details and we can get projects of yours done. There's Creative Warrior Program, right, where we use the archetypes, the warrior and the poet, and we work together and get a creative project of yours done in 8 weeks. In 8 weeks' time, you could be with this thing that you've created that is symbolic of, wow, a wicked process that helped you know yourself more. Cool. And then there's a free exercise down there as well. Right, completely free, clearing the path. Get to know your imaginal powers. Much love.